Okay, well, hello viewers, and welcome back to Cities Skylines. I suppose this will be episode right around 10 or 9 or something along the lines of that. Anyhow, last time we had set up this area for building our city, and we might as well get this place nice and set up now that the basics are done. So let's see what we can do about connecting all of this stuff together. Right, this road right here is becoming quite busy, so we might want to take a look at perhaps changing that up. But we'll see. Yeah, lots of backlog on traffic, which is rather unfortunate. So that says to me that we might want to maybe make a bit of a side road here, something like that. Something I would really like it if it could connect in a very odd fashion like that. I think that would be really neat looking. But in this case, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to bridge it over like that. There's a ton of bridges over here, and taking a look at that, a lot of people are starting to use that that minor road. But either way, that should be fine, at least for now. The rest of the city is linked up, and we still need more and more offices. So let's see. Well, you know what? Thinking about this, if this area is going to be a major, area or a major part of the city, I'm not going to use a small road, seeing as how that is going to be quite troublesome later on. We're going to make this into a major road now. So with that said, let's try to pick something that wraps right around there. That'll give us a major amount of road to work with over here. And for the sake of traffic, what I'll do is that I'm just going to stripe these roads down and around here. So let's start off with this, and let's try to make this a straight road. So we're trying that again. Let's see what we can do here. So you know what, we can probably extend it like that, connect it something like that. And well, I don't want curved roads is the thing. I want roads that can kind of like come down through this area and attach themselves, maybe something like that. That is kind of a difficult junction to work with though. So let's see, maybe that'll work instead. And that should set up for another row of things right over here. And I think we'll make all of this just offices inside the back ranks right here. Seeing as how, I mean, these office locations and such are just so highly in demand right now. So we'll get all of this stuff down, we'll paint some more general store areas right over here. This area can take a lot of traffic, so I'm not too worried about that. And we will get that set up. So that'll handle another area right here. Over here, I think we can grow this area now that we've fixed a few things up. So with that said, oh, I built a elementary school here now, didn't I? I think what we can do here is that we can widen this by right around 4 blocks. And instead of striping it like what we did previously, here's what I think I'll do. I'll try to use a new, we're doing new things here where I'll stripe it so that it goes something like this, where every other one-way intersection connects in a different order, if you will, to the main road right over here. Something like that. And right over here, what we can do now is I figured we'd have some more sets of, woodworking. And that'll be pretty much everything right over here. Housing right over here. Some shopping right along the main street of this area right here. And a lot of housing going down to the corner of the map here doing its thing. So that'll be that. And right, still a mess of pipes down there, but that should handle everything we need going forwards. Okay, so what else do we need to do? Have a lovely dam right here. The water quality is getting a bit better. Oh, got some spillage on the side there. Maybe that'll cause our electricity to go down slightly, but nevertheless, well, that'll be that. And this area will just continue to build up right here, really. Maybe it's time to put a graveyard somewhere over here. And in this area, I wouldn't mind a graveyard being inside the middle of this neighborhood, actually. It's kind of a nice place to find solace inside the woods. And that'll be able to house right around 3,000 more people there, so that shouldn't be too bad. Taking a look at the ratio of this place, we are awfully short on jobs, but we have a lot of places for people to move in. So we do have to focus on industry, but luckily we managed to put down all of this, so we'll see what comes out of that. And would you look at that? More people are starting to move in, so this is very, very good. What else can we do? We can make a friendly neighborhood park. So, I wanted to see where in this town is our land values high. And would you look at this neighborhood right here? This is right around the most popular neighborhoods to be in. I guess it's right in the middle of the city. It's on the heights. It's got it's got easy traffic. Lots of different housing, lots of things like that. So let's give them a friendly neighborhood park achievement type of thing. Let's put that right here. And that's, I guess, just a special park right here. So this is quite nice. And ooh, would you look at that? These are all really, really futuristic-esque houses. Or perhaps not necessarily all of them, but some of them are really, really neat looking. Either way, that'll give us, yeah, that'll get that area set up. And these people over here can use a few parks. Let's see how we can help them out. Try to put one down right there, maybe one over here. One over here as well. And maybe something like that to cheer our people up. And right, so that should finish up this area. $35 and holding strong and average, well, land value there. And we still need more commercial areas for our residences. So we'll have to figure out how to pack these guys in here. Now, let's see. We still have a strip of land that we can work through over here. But you know what? Honestly, I think it's time to expand the city. So let's do this. Let's pop up to the grid. We've got 2 grids full. We can expand to perhaps over here is where I'm thinking of going. And that'll give us a lot of area to work with. And if you recall, we can do a nice 9 or 3x3 area. In total, 3 squares. In total, 9 squares in really any way we want. But we'll start off with something like that. So going forwards from there, let's see what we have to do. So this removes the odd barrier to the town, and you know what? I might just buy the one of these side tiles lying on the other side of this road, seeing as how it'd be really, really handy if we could link it up into our city. I think that would help out on the city's throughput by a ton. But for now, I think we'll just go with this. So let's see what we can do here. So we got a nice little boulevard here. We've got the major road going down here. And with that said, with the rest of this episode, let's plan out what we're going to do to expand over here. So starting off, I want to set up some hard limits as to like where the Metropolitan type of grind is going to end, and I think I'm going to set it right over here. So at this point, I want to have another perhaps city sector, and that'll be pretty much it. Speaking about a few things, let's grab a few more things here, a few more utilities, because it looks like the dam and how the game simulates flow is causing a few problems there. So with that said, I figured we'd extend the road. Let's see what we can do. Like, I mean, this is the new big thing. This is the new big building we got, the solar power plant. So with that said, let's see this thing in action. So the dam produces various amounts of power, and that can go up to a mighty 1600 megawatts. So that is quite nice, but I mean, only if it works, right? This thing's currently producing 272, and it looks like that varies depending on how full the river line is over here, so that's quite neat. I wonder if you can somehow stack these rivers up, or stack it up so that you can get like a ton of water built behind one. But we'll see about that in the future. Over here, let's see. I want this area right here to have a big road going into it, but we'll deal with that shortly. For now, though, let's wrap something around like that, perhaps. So, yeah, something like that, where I can go here. I can make another giant one-way boulevard. I know that's not necessarily going to be straight, but it's not too much I can do about that right now. And likewise, we'll link that up like that. And over here, I think we'll put an intake road as well. And that gives us the basis for our Metropoli, our Metropolis area right here. So going with that, let's stripe these down for actual offices and the such like that. So I think what we'll do is yeah, same principle, one line going down this way, one line going down the opposite way as best as we can, and that will fill up this area. Oh, there we go. So that is another road down. Now, this is going to be a lot of different intersections, though, which may be a bit of a problem. If a lot of cars are on here, they might be fairly slowed down, given just the sheer amount of, well, roads and intersections here. So we'll see what we can do about that. Let's see, what about water pipes? Are all of those fine? Yeah, all of them seem to be fine. Oh, I see why. We need some more intake pumps. So, you know what, let's just get that handled. Let's build an entire chain of them right here. Link these up onto the network. That's going to give us full throughput there. And over here, let's grab another modified sewage pump to help things out here. And that makes the water flow slightly better. So there. That gets things going. And that also opens up the city by a lot. Now, we have this grid here, and I want to try to make this more efficient. So, what can we do? What can we do here? Well, what we could do is that we could try to pluck down people onto it and then try to build off of it, I guess. So, with that said, here's what I think I'll do. I'll have people living in the center where I'd imagine it would be better to. That way, more so of the time they want to get, they're leaving from there rather than going to it. Have some high density commercial areas around them, I suppose, and then offices all along the side here. And okay, so we'll have something like this set up. And there we go. So this will be another area all on its own. And we'll just gradually get them water as well. And now that sets up an entire new zone. And taking a look at school availability, we'll get one residential or one elementary, one high school. Place for fires. And we're actually 2 fire stations, a police station as well. And I think that just about handles that. Or maybe we'll get some nice parks right here and right here, and we'll call it that. So now things should pop up right around the edges over here, so that'll be quite nice. And oh, what do we have here? We have a lot of places that require workers, so we'll also see what we can do here. And what I think that entails is really having a lot of roads on the sidelines here, or having another neighborhood just kind of pop up out here. So let's grab some more housing for some workers living over here, and that's of course all covered. Okay, so that should help the mills out here, and hopefully get less of them abandoned. And things should be good. So let's see. Yeah, lots of houses now. Lots of houses now. And a growing demand of need for workers. So this is quite nice. And the city will just pop out as best as it can. Traffic flow is still very, very excellent. And yeah, I'd say things are going overall pretty well inside our humble town right here. It's not exactly a town now, is it, anymore? Okay. And now, let's see what we can do going forwards from here. Oh, would you look at that. That is quite a nice, cutesy row of houses right here. We might want to build there. We might want to build off of this and say grab some more houses for people right around here. Make this into a nice, lovely, suburb area, seeing as how, for the most part, the rest of the map is kind of filled up already. Taking a look at resources over here. Still, we have a lot of... Oh no, an elementary is on fire. That'll gradually take care of itself. We still have a lot of forests that are being underutilized, and we could definitely go for a farming or a forest industry as well. But we already have a ton of cash going in, so I'm not too worried about doing that. Taking a look at some of these new buildings. Let's get a transport tower over here, a monument to all of our transportation going on, all the benefits there. And we just have that over here, kind of as a crowning thing, monument to our transportation network being pretty good. And of course it makes a nice, lovely, tower there for us to gaze and look at from over here. So things are pretty good. Let's see if we've unlocked some of the other buildings. And ooh, we've unlocked an opera building over here. Let's put this over here. Let's try to make this area a bit special. And my oh my, I didn't know we had so many of these. Either way, that is going to be a nice opera house right there. Right. And now let's see what else we can do. I'm going to define a new district. This one's going to be quite small, though. I'm going to define this area right over here. So, Cozy District, we are going to make this a forestry industry district right here. And the idea is that I'm going to extend this out. And we are going to get some more use out of our vast stores of timber from over here. And alright, so that sets up a few more things. And I guess it'll just be more or less a time for the city to grow here. Or, in the meantime, what I could do is that we could use a few more garbage dumps and areas. So let's get maybe perhaps 2 more going over here, and we can put down an incendiary plant, so I might as well. And that should be another area, little area on the corner of our city that should be able to handle a lot of the waste and stuff there. So that'll help out too. And you know what, we might as well honestly try to cram as much as we can in here. So I'm gonna go with dual, dual graveyards as well. It looks like the crematoriums and things like that really don't clear out enough people, honestly, for what it's worth. So we'll try to do that. We'll try to make this area, I guess, kind of eco-friendly as well by putting those things here. Not that we really need them, but more or less because we have to dough for them. So there we go. Yeah, lots of people going out. Yeah, this area is just has like clutter, like 3-4 dead people right there. So that is good. Traffic is still good here. I just absolutely love this part of the city where you got just so much going on, but at the same time a lot of it is going very, very smoothly, which is quite nice. And now, if only I were able to make this even better. If only. Thinking of what I could possibly do to streamline traffic further here. Namely, over here I might be able to remove one junction by getting rid of all of this and making this kind of curve all around here. And at this point, I mean, I don't really care too much about spending cash on making these areas. We're making these routes really convoluted. We have this room for storing more buildings, of course, so that should help things out. That removes the one intersection and then kind of consolidates that here. So that will help us out on, yeah, 2 fronts. My oh my, that's a lot of buses. That's going to help us out by reducing, yeah, the amount of people going through here. Reducing the times, that is. And, well, I think that will finish off another video. So, next time, we might see some more developments up along this, this transport network here.